Blowing up like a grenade if you push it too hard.
These 3 cars piled up behind me.
It's about that time again.
What is up, guys? If you're watching this, that means you got another day. And speaking of days, the day has finally come. Finally. For me to be able to take the Roush to GI Automotive and put some parts on it, make it faster. Guys, this is what we're putting on the car today.
Check this out.
Excuse me, Adam's polishes. As you can tell by the dust, this part has been sitting here for a long time. That's because I ordered it back January. What's stacked in here is a gear differential with a bunch of other parts. What does that mean? If you've ever ridden a bike before, you know how when you're on gear 1, it's like a really big gear. It's easy to start pedaling, and then when you get going faster, you switch to like gear 6 or something, and it's a much smaller gear, and you see the chain shift down. That's basically what I'm doing with my car. The Mustang has a gear differential on the back end that is kind of like gear number 6. It's really small. I'm gonna take out the tiny gear in the back of the car and put in a really, really fat gear over double the size. And on top of that, we're gonna tune it. So it's gonna pop when I downshift. It's gonna be much louder. It's gonna run on premium gas. It's gonna have extra horsepower. It's gonna use all the bolt-on mods that I've been adding to it even more. And it's gonna have a 4.10 gear differential. So much torque in the back end. Oh, I can't wait. Let me load this in the car so that we can get to GI Automotive on time. Phone matches the car. Yes. It's about that time again. Oh, whoops. LOL. Woo! Yes, sir. What a fantastic. Oh my God, I love putting car parts on my car. It's the only thing I save money for. So you guys know anytime I spend it, I'm like stoked. Anytime I do modifications to my car, whether it's small like this or big like a wrap, it's the result of many months of saving. I usually only have an extra 300 or so bucks each month to put towards food and all other expenses. So an item like this that costs $500 to install and $200 to $300 to purchase the parts took a while to get, but we got it. The patience required to wait all the way through COVID for this, I wanted to put it on the car right away. And then like literally the week that it arrived, COVID hit. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep a job during all this. We don't know how long this is gonna last. It's probably best to not throw a bunch of money at the car, especially when it's only gonna make me use more gas and make the car even more expensive to operate. If you take your car to a shop to go get it worked on, tip the mechanic. I like to keep things like Fast and Furious, and I bring cases of Corona. It kind of fits the whole theme of the car. I've never met a mechanic in my life who didn't like free Corona, and it makes your car stand out. Sometimes they're tired or they're overworked, but if they know every time they see your camo Mustang that they're going to get free beer at the end of this, they tend to just give it a little extra touch of attention. It's a small gesture that goes a long way. Let's get to GI Automotive. Car's getting dropped off now. We're gonna let them have the whole day to work on it. The bumperless DDE Lamborghini next to this Murcielago here. Okay, so we're back at GI Automotive. My car unfortunately won't get done today because there was a little bit extra work required for it, which is no problem at all. We want to make sure that they have enough time to do it right. However, you guys want to see the loaner car that we got? This is a it's a $3 million Ferrari Sergio, one of 6 in the world. 1, this is why you have cool friends. 2, this is why sometimes you agree to free shoots. We're gonna take this out for a spin in Beverly Hills and get some golden hour photos of it, and then tomorrow come back and pick up the Roush. But between now and then, let me tell you why this car's so freaking awesome, all right?
It's a derivative of a 458 Special. So I think for the price of my Roush, which is tucked away inside, you could buy like
This light?
Life of Ferrari. I'll put his IG here if you want to follow him. This is his Ferrari. The little cluster down here comes from a LaFerrari, not a 458. He was the first person to color the little gauge pod there blue and also do the blue handle. Also, this has no roof. You can't just drop the top. The top's always drop. The DOT said that he has to have windows. I forgot the name of the blue. It was like Azura something, Lala, but it was named after his daughter. This is spec'd out exactly how he wants it, ordered from Ferrari, and this is the key. I suppose he should have made that blue too, maybe? Check out these floor mats matching the side over here. Pininfarina. I said that so wrong. The P word, guys. The P word.
Super cheap.
Bronze type wheel.
riding with me?
I guess so, if that's cool. Oh, you want me to take this too? Do I take this wagon, right?
So, what do you think of the Sergio interior? Just kidding, it's a Mercedes wagon. I thought that I was gonna be riding the Sergio. However, GI was super kind and actually gave me a loaner car. What do you guys see it? I've never driven a wagon before. Fun times. We got a whole bunch of room for activities.
What in the German army is in front of me right now?
Also, look at that sunset. Trying to film at the same time, trying not to get hit by cars in Beverly Hills. Not gonna do them all at the same time. Goodbye.
All right, you guys ready to see what we're working with?
That's the loaner car for your boy.
What are the odds that they had another geometric camo vehicle to give me?
They threw HREs on it.
All right, so biker's gonna hop inside. Passenger.
Sits.
Let's see that cold start before the battery on this dies. Oh my God, I hope it doesn't die.
It won't die.
It's blinking.
What's the matter with you?
See ya. Goodbye.
I'm gonna take it grocery shopping because I have a whole wagon parked in the front of Rouse and flex on everybody. I'm gonna go do some dad stuff. Make sure you click the notification bell if you haven't already. Well, let's jump to tomorrow picking up the car. Gosh, am I excited. Welcome back to GI Automotive. Never mind the 488 in the background, guys. The DM slider is back in business. Let's get this tune going from Bama Performance. All right, boys, the tune is loading. If you're not familiar with how a tune works, this is like a fancy USB. Emails me tunes, and then I load them onto this guy, and then I plug them in under the steering wheel, and then it basically tells the car, hey, you've got 410 gears now, and it basically tells the car how to use all those parts to their maximum potential. Tune is complete. I'm nervous. This is fun. I've been waiting on this day for so long. It's about that time again. Woo! Yes, sir. Baby. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is gonna be an issue. I can already tell. Okay, boys, we're going. We're going. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, I wish you could feel this. I wish you could feel what this car feels like. I don't know how I'm gonna control it. Wow, if you own a car and you have not swapped out your gears, or if you own a Mustang, 410 gears, ladies and gentlemen, this is a lot of torque, and I need to just be in this moment and experience it. Guys, I'm like shaking. Like, I can't. This is gonna for sure get me in trouble. I've got enough torque to spin the wheels off the line. I'm gonna keep yeeting this thing around intersections in LA, and I'm gonna hurt myself or hurt the gears or something. That was well worth the 6 months of patience to do the upgrade on the car. Peace. All right, what's up, guys? I don't know where we're gonna pick this up in the vlog. I'm gonna kind of splice it in, but anyone who's been following the channel knows that DM Slider has been kind of back and forth with the shop trying to figure out what we're gonna do with it because we're kind of been having some issues. So here's the timeline. First, I decided to get a set of gears. We were having some balancing issues, and any speed over basically 40, and the car felt like it was gonna fall apart. If I'm gonna have to pay somebody to put the drive shaft in and balance it out, we might as well just upgrade and throw in a one-piece aluminum drive shaft, which is right here. Now, I thought that this was gonna be an easy fix. I'd just order another drive shaft from American Muscle, throw it on the Mustang, and we'd be good to go. Well, Luis is actually gonna be doing the work today. I'm gonna put his IG right here so you can go follow him. The drive shaft situation was also pretty crazy because I ordered it originally from American Muscle, and they told me that it would be here in time for me to go to the Air Force Base, which is about 4 hours north. So I couldn't drive all the way to the Air Force Base and do active duty with a broken car. American Muscle assured me with 3 weeks heads up, they would have plenty of time to get the drive shaft ordered, manufactured, and shipped to me out in California. 2.5 weeks went by, and a ledger back and forth with American Muscle, and we basically decided that they didn't know where the drive shaft was. It ended up somewhere in Kansas. I don't know how that happened. I dropped $800 on a part that I still haven't seen, and we're almost a month past the time that I ordered it. I told my friends over at CJ Pony Parts about this. I said, guys, is there anything you can do to help me out? CJ said, well, we've got a company called Dynotech that does drive shafts. They've been in the business for like 80 years. They do drive shafts shafts for some military contracts. They've been doing it for NASCAR. What are the specs on it? Well, it's rated to like 8,000 RPMs, I think, something like that. It's rated definitely to 900 horsepower, which means we can turbo this thing with no trouble or stress on the drive shaft. It's about 15 or 20 pounds lighter, so it's gonna make the car faster off the line. It's gonna help me out a little bit with miles per gallon, but it's overall gonna be a performance upgrade. It's gonna eliminate that issue of the one-piece drive shaft. The middle part of it is notorious for blowing up like a grenade if you push it too hard. And with the vibrations that we're experiencing, I don't want any part of that. Big shout out to CJ Pony Parts, by the way, because not only did they find a drive shaft and get it to me, they overnight shipped it. It was at my house only hours after I placed the order. By the way, if you drive a Mustang or if you drive some off-road vehicles, you want some stuff from CJ Pony Parts, so they're actually gonna help all of my followers out with a code. I'm gonna drop the code and the link to CJ Pony Parts in the description. You don't have to buy a drive shaft. You could buy any aftermarket parts you want for your Mustang.
This is a one-piece aluminum drive shaft. Old drive shaft. This is a stock one. Here's the weak point. This is the part that will blow up on your Mustang if you push it way too hard. If you go over 150 miles an hour, you are at risk of this thing blowing up. There's our one-piece drive shaft right down the center, looking clean.
Oh dear God, do I need new tires? Look at this.
Hey CJ Pony Parts, I know that you guys just helped me out, but like,
Maybe some tires?
yeah, maybe, so I can do more burnouts.
Oh, I just dodged an accident. Cars behind me just slammed into each other.
Yeah, this is God watching me. This guy slammed on his brakes. This guy slammed on his brakes. I barely broke with enough room, and these three cars piled up behind me. And the DM Slider is the only car that did not get hit out of all these. Dear God, I am so lucky. I just got this fixed. Oh my God. Well, if I was doing anything but looking ahead, when that car's tire blew, and the car behind them slammed on their brakes, if I wasn't prepared to slam on my brake, and if I wasn't maintaining a safe distance, I would have gone into those two cars. And fortunately, the guy behind me was also paying attention, and he had enough safe distance. I was already stopped. I saw him come to a stop, and I inched forward just a little bit because I was like, I don't think the cars behind him are gonna stop. And I just had to sit here and pray that the other two cars that were coming in at full speed weren't gonna hit him with enough momentum to carry them into my car. Everybody's confirmed 100% okay. No injuries whatsoever. Guys, when I say I can taste the smoke in the air from my brakes and everyone else's, when I say that God is watching over me, guys, I escape death way too much for it to be normal. And it's always on days like this. I just got the car fixed. Never a dull moment on Wilco's vlogs to tell you, all right, the cops are arriving, my car's good, I'm gonna get out of here. One car length more and it would have been me. Well, there's a CHP. They just took a statement from me. See, I thought there was a small chance of CHP interaction today because I was gonna, you know, have a little fun driving over 40 miles an hour finally, but I didn't think it was gonna be like this. They said I'm free to go. Guys, you have no idea how excited I am. Well, how relieved I am that I dodged this bullet. Golly! I'm about to have the best weekend ever! Guys, I didn't die! Oh my God! I'm like, I have the chills. I have the chills. Like, that would have ruined me. That would have ruined, I would have never been able to financially recover from this. When I say that I have just dodged bullet after bullet after bullet. God wants a YouTuber in 2020, baby. Like, that would have just ended everything. I can't tell you how I'm feeling right now. Like, there were some things that were on my mind, none of them really big deals, but you know, I was just kind of, Now I'm just like, another reminder, guys, you really don't know when things could just instantly become horribly, horribly worse. Like, if you're doing okay, 5 cars just slammed into each other on the 101, and somehow your boy is the only one that the cops looked at and said, well, I guess you're free to go. Oh man, oh man. That's like winning the lottery. That's the same exact spot where my brakes failed and I nearly dodged an accident with a Maserati in front of me earlier this year. That is the same freeway where my wheel could have come off if I hadn't exited the freeway after I dropped off the Stradman back in 2018, the day before I decided to start YouTube, where if the wheel had come off on the freeway, we would have rolled together at 80, 90 miles an hour and maybe not have walked away from that. Instead, it happened on the side road where I was going like 20. So happy. So
thankful. I'm so stoked about everything. This is awesome. People are looking at me. They don't understand. I'm so grateful. I release videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. I'm busting my ass for you. We're gonna be YouTuber 2020. Ain't shit stopping us. We're uploading. We're going. I should have been in a way worse position right now, and I'm not. Oh my. I'm driving through Hollywood right now. I worked so hard to be here. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. How do I usually end my video? I don't care. Catch me at the next episode. Peace!
I might lie to you just to get through the night with you. Hope that's alright. No, you lie to me. It's only right.